Please welcome to the stage, Nancy Gunter.
Nancy did a fantastic job.
She's so conversational and so easy to access.
Sure, so I'm a millennial, and I loved hearing about the different generations and how they interact with each other.
Communication devices, they have changed a lot in the years, but the way we communicate with each other really hasn't changed at all. We still expect people to think like we do and respond like we would.
She's teaching you something so important. So it's almost like she's sneaking in how to make our lives better by the generations connecting.
Communication between the generations can be difficult. Communication between the generations can be confusing, but good communication, that can be transformative. So how do we get there? How do we get to this transformative communication?
The biggest thing that resonated with me in Nancy's message was the importance of listening and being patient and not trying to get somebody from a different generation to communicate the way that you want to communicate, but listening for how they prefer to communicate so that it strengthens that communication across generations.
One, you need to understand the generational perspective of the people that you work with. And number two, you need to learn how to craft a message that means the same thing to the receiver as it does to the sender. So how do we do that?
She understands the differences in these generations and how they communicate with each other.
If you notice the dates, 1900 to 1945, this is actually two generations that were so similar in nature that most research puts them together. Now, what was it that created the similarity? World War I and World War II. If you know someone in this group, I would highly encourage you, spend some time with them. Sit down with them, talk to them, find out what life was like. This generation grew up during the Great Depression. We have never experienced anything like that since then.
She can really connect and hone in and engage with the audience through her stories, through the examples that she gives. And for me, sitting in the audience, listening to her speak, I felt like she was speaking to me.
The oldest of the millennial generation is now around 43. So this group is not the kids anymore. Sorry, millennials, y'all are not the kids anymore. So this group, though, is a fantastic generation. Again, one of my favorite generations.
She shows us how to say, yes, we're different. Let's appreciate each other's differences. Let's be curious about each other. And then that's how we can get along.
When companies started recruiting millennials, whenever they first started coming into the workplace, they had to find a way to explain how they made a difference. If they did not figure that out, they did not recruit millennials. Now today, millennials are in leadership. And so one of the things that is showing up today is if the values of the organization don't match the values of the individual, they will not stay.
Nancy stands out because she has a different approach to this. She's not just talking about what different generations do or who they are, but she's talking specifically to how they communicate with each other.
Whenever a Gen Z employee calls in and they say, I need a mental health day, we say, you have got to be kidding me. Like, can you not just put your big girl panties on and come on to work? And I'm going to tell you, no. Mental health days are real for them, and one reason is this right here.
She teaches people how to get along and how to work together so that that company can thrive.
They grew up with the cell phone in their hands. They grew up with the ability to see everything that is happening, to see what other people are even saying about them. Their brain is developing while this is in their hands. No other generation had that. So when they say they need a mental health day, they are being real.
Nancy definitely has so much expertise on this topic. I would definitely hire her to come and speak to my organization to speak about this issue of generational communication. It's so important and relevant in today's workplace.
All of you are part of the solution. All of you are part of what the future looks like. The future of good communication, the future of generations working together is not about one generation. It is about all of us working together.